Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. Today is February 1st, 2021. I'm getting ready to run my COVID-19 analysis for the country of Spain, or the country of Israel. I am now including the COVID-19 or the vaccine numbers in the report. And the good news is this: Israel is over 50% vaccination, and so far vaccinated 50% of the total people. I'm just finishing up my Frosty from Wendy's. Okay. To a certain extent, I'm using Israel because of its size as sort of a barometer, I might say, or a litmus test to see how long it takes for we start seeing a decline in cases and deaths for COVID-19 as a result of vaccination. Okay? Before we get started, excuse me. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to all 76 of my subscribers. Thanks so much, guys and gals. And a special shout out to number 76. You know what? With your help, we could make it to 80 by the weekend. Just share the Caribou Data Science channel with one person this week, and also don't forget to don't forget to click on the like button, and also click on the share button. Share share the link with this video to one person this week. Okay, that's all I'm asking. One share on this video, one person this week. Okay, so let's go and fire up the report. I keep losing my voice. Okay, so this is Israel's vaccination rollout. See, so far they're averaging 113,000 plus vaccinations per day. It's a maximum of 229,000 vaccinations per day. Now this is the daily vaccinations, okay? It's kind of curious in that the daily vaccinations are starting to decrease a little bit, which is kind of curious. All right. Total vaccinations at this point in Israel, 4.87 million people. What about the percentage? Well, they currently have 56% vaccination rate. Total number of cases, 642,435. Now, the total number of deaths, 4,796. Mortality rate remains fairly low. Got a couple of spikes here, but this remains fairly low. This would be 1.5%. So mortality rate is below 1.5%. So now if we take a look at daily cases with a 7-day moving average, all right, you can see there's a very distinct decline in weekly cases. So the 7-day average ending on 114 was averaging 8,624 cases per day. But this week ending on January 28th, it was 6,576. Okay. What about deaths? Well, deaths are still relatively low. Okay. Here's the question: is it possible that this decline here is part of the vaccine? Well, you can see that we had a spike back here. Now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6 weeks now, deaths have been below this weekly number right here. And again, these of course are averages, 7-day averages. Okay. What about weekly cases? Cases by average. These almost appear to be. Now the previous two numbers were. Well, you can see here. This is the second week in a row. Okay, when the cases, when weekly cases have finished down. Unfortunately, deaths were up last week. Okay, January was the worst month so far for cases, over 200,000 cases, and the worst month so far for January was the first month so far for deaths, with over close to 1,500 deaths. So we do see some good news up here. Okay, we do see some good news. We are seeing some decline in on cases and a decline on deaths also on a weekly average basis. Okay, excuse me. So that concludes the report for Israel for today. By the way, again, shout out to all 76 of my subscribers. The big favor for this week is every week is one, you share the Caribou Data Science channel to one person this week, and two, share the report for Israel for one period, and share the report for Israel with one person this week. That's all I'm asking. One share for the channel, one share for this video this week. Okay. Thanks so much for your time. We'll catch you on a later report.